Hi friends, today we are going to see the BigQuery demo. We can use the Google Cloud Console as a visual interface to complete tasks like running queries, loading data and exporting data. This demo shows us how to query tables in a public data set and how to load sample data into BigQuery by using the Cloud Console. So I am going to click this link now. This is a quick start link only. Okay, so before starting the BigQuery, so we have to enable the BigQuery API. BigQuery, which is automatically enabled in a new project. To activate BigQuery in a pre-existing project, go to enable the BigQuery API. So we have to enable the API. Just click the navigation menu. This is a GCP Google Cloud Dashboard. So just we have to select this API and services. Here we have to enter this BigQuery API. So we have to select this one. Click enable APIs and services and enter this BigQuery API. Select this BigQuery API now. So you have to see whether it is already enabled or not. So already it is enabled. If it has not enabled, you have to enable it. Okay. So for our case, it has been enabled already. Next we have to click this BigQuery. Go to the BigQuery now. Under the big data it will come. Under the big data, so you have to check the big data. Under this big data, BigQuery, just click the BigQuery. Query a public data set. So the Cloud Console provides an interface to query tables, which is including public data sets offered by BigQuery. In this example, the query USA name data public data set to determine the most common names in the US between 1910 and 2013. BigQuery public data sets are displayed by default in the Cloud Console. To open the public data sets project manually, enter the following URL in our browser. So we have to enter this browser so we can view this BigQuery public data. So just open a new tab and enter this, and it will open the Cloud Console. So I am selecting my GCP console. So we can view this public data set. So now I am going to, you can view this BigQuery public data. So Austin, and we have the cloud storage and COVID-19. So many public data set we have. Then we have to go to the Google BigQuery page. So just you can see the editor. Okay. Now I am going to copy and paste the following query into the editor field. Select name, gender and sum. So I am going to enter this select queries. Select name, gender, sum of number as total from BigQuery public data and use names and use 1920. Group by name, gender, order by total, descending order, limit is 10 only. So public data set, DB and table name. If you are seeing the right hand side, this query will process 99.9 MB when run. So you can see the tick mark under this green color round. Inside that you can see the tick mark. So the query will process. So this is a valid query. So now I am going to run this query. You can see the query results now. You can see the results. Under the results you can see the results. James to Charles. We have 10 records. So gender, male or female, you can see, and total you can see. So next we are going to the next step. So we are going to load the data into a table. Load the data into a table and we are going to query it. So first we have to download the data. The file you are downloading contains approximately 7 MB of data about popular baby names. So now I am clicking this baby names zip file. It is provided by the US Social Security Administration. The file which we are downloading contains approximately 7 MB of data about popular baby names and which is provided by the US Social Security Administration. So download the baby names zip file. We have done it. So it is downloading now. Second, we have to extract the file onto our machine. The zip file contains a national readme.pdf, the file that describes the data set. Third one, open the file named oyob2014.txt to see what the data looks like. The file, which is a comma separated value file with the following three columns: name, gender, male or female, and number of children with that name. The file has no header row. Fourth step, note the location of the oyob2014.txt file so that you can find it later. Actually, still it is loading name3 zip. What I am going to do means the name2 zip already I have downloaded it. Okay, so now I am going to open the names2.zip because it is taking time. So previously I have done this demo. Okay, so for quick reference, so I am going to take the names2.zip file. Okay, so just select this, show in Finder. You can click this double time, expanding the names. So now you can see the names2 folder. Just click one more time. Okay, you can scroll down and you can see the national readme, like as I said early. Okay, we have done the extract the file and open the named oyob2014.txt. so just go to the show in Finder and open the names2. Here we have to check it, oyob2014, where is that file, where is the txt file. Okay, here we have find it. So then, okay, now what I am going to do means we are going to create a data set in the Cloud Console to store the data. In the Explorer panel, click our project name. In the details panel, we have to click the data set. So how to do that? So just we have to go to that project, our project name. Just we have to select the project name. Our project name is Compost Sun. We have to select the project name first. So just click the project name here, and the option will come now. Click create dataset. Okay, when we click that project name, then it will come create dataset. Now we have to enter this IDs, dataset ID. Okay, dataset ID, I am going to enter the baby names. So enter baby names now. So just copy this. For a dataset ID, enter the baby names. We can give whatever name. So I am giving the baby names as a dataset ID. Then we have to select the data location, which is optional, but we have to select it. United States, default also it has, but I can select US, United States, and the default table expiration I am giving never. Then I am going to leave all of the other default settings in place and click create datasets. Just click create dataset now. Now we are going to load the data. So it has been created now. Dataset has been created now. Load the data into a new table. Load the data into a new table. In the Explorer panel, click the baby names dataset that you created. So just click the dataset baby names. Now we have to click create table. Click create table. So create table. In the details panel, click create table. Use the default values for all the settings unless otherwise indicated. So on the create table page, we have to do the following. So where the create table, I am unable to find it. So just selecting this baby names, still it's not coming. Okay, I got it now. So plus symbol, we have to click this one. So yeah, not there. So you have to select this plus symbol. Hi friends, I am re-recording this session. Okay, so I am getting some noise pollution, so that's what I am again recording. Okay, just click this plus symbol. Just click this plus symbol, create table. You can see the create table. Okay, if we are giving the cursor, then it will show the message create table. Just click create table and we have to enter this. So in the source section for create table from, we have to choose upload. Okay, so to create table from, we have to select upload. Then we have to browse our file oyob2014. Just select the names to folder and select OOB 2014. Where is that OOB 2014? Just select this one. So I am getting the update, so just I am okay, go cancelling now. I am not doing this. Okay, so OOB 2014 txt, just select this one and click open. Now you can see that file has been uploaded now. Then we have to update the table. Okay, sorry, file format we have to select CSV. Then next, in the designation section for table name, we have to enter the table name, that is names 2014. So here designation, under the designation we have the table name. So the table name we have to enter the names underscore 2014. So here only table name, just enter the names underscore 2014. Fine. Next, in the schema section, click edit as a text toggle and paste the following schema definition into the box. So just I am going to edit as a text, just enter this name string, gender string, count as an integer. Okay, then I am going to click create table name. So we have done these steps. Now I am going to click create table now. Wait for BigQuery to create the table and load the data. When BigQuery finishes loading the data, a check mark appears in the job history panel. So now the table has been created successfully. We have created the table. Data set first we have created, and then we have created the table. So you can view this table. You can click the schema, and you can click the details, and you can click the preview also. In the detail panel, click preview. BigQuery displays the first few rows of the table. So you can select these names, details, preview you can see, and schema also you can see, preview. So it has 100 rows per page. Then if you want, you can modify it also. Total 33,000 something we have rows, total rows, and we can see that whatever we can edit it also, whatever we can view that one also. Okay, BigQuery displays the first few rows, so you can click the preview also. So you can select, I am selecting the 10 now. You can see the 10 only rows, 10 records only you can see, friends. Okay, you can see 10, 30, 200 like that you can see. Okay, likewise whatever you want you can select these rows per page. Then you can click compose new query. A new query editor tab opens now, and select name count from baby names 2014, where gender is male, order by count descending. So you can click compose new query and enter the following select SQL queries. Select name count from baby names 2014, gender am, order by descending, limit is 5. Just click run now. You can see the query results now. Just click run now. So you can see the query results. So you can see the output, 5 only it will come, 5 records only it will come, no to William. So count you can see. So we have successfully done the lab, friends. So now I am going to delete all those things to avoid incurring charges to our Google Cloud account for the resources used in this demo. So now I am going to delete it. So just I am going to directly delete the data set. In the details panel, click delete datasets. So no need to delete table datasets, directly you can, this is a table, no need to delete this, directly we can go to the dataset and we can delete this. So I am not going to delete the table, just I am going to the dataset, just I am going to delete the dataset. Directly I am deleting the datasets, friends. So just we have to give the dataset name, baby names. So we have done the lab, friends. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel so that it will be motivate to upload more videos about the GCP.